My name's Delia and I'm a stained glass artist and make panels for front doors, for restaurants, for churches, for a whole range of situations. I do a lot of repairs work as well. That's quite a large body of my work and something I specialise in. The favourite part of my job is I'm very keen on history, and I love, finding out how things were made in the past. So when I take an old panel apart, I look at how it was leaded, the glasses that were chosen, and you learn a lot from the way that things were constructed previously. When I was at school, I didn't really think very much about what I wanted to do. I followed an academic path because that was a bit how it had gone in my family, but I was always more practical than academic. I always enjoyed making things, building things, and that kind of thing. I've worked in a lot of offices, and I had quite a long career path to stained glass. I took a degree in geography and history, and I followed a very academic route. But I was never really an academic person. I just thought that was where you made money and that was how you'd earn an independent living. But it doesn't always work like that in life. You can be doing a desk job and you can be desperately unhappy, and I saw many people that were desperately unhappy. It just seemed to me that, arty stuff was great, but you couldn't make a living from it. And it's just really over time that I realised that it was something that I really wanted to do. I've been doing glasswork as a hobby, and I just thought, well, this is an area where a hobby becomes a trade, and there's a sort of fine line between art and a proper trade. And stained glass is one of those weird kind of crossover jobs because it is very much a technical trade as well as an artistic one. The moment which I'd say was a high point, which really was a turning point in my life, was when I was offered the trade of skills at a stained glass shop in London, and I walked through the door and I just saw everything there in the workshop, all the panels being made. It was a very busy commercial workshop, very pressurised. The jobs came in on a treadmill, they went out the door, you barely got a chance to look at them. And I just thought, this is a really exciting world to work in. I have some regrets about how I came into this. I came into this quite late in life. I'm getting on a bit now, I'm sort of middle-aged, and you have to think about it's a trade where you need to be very fit. So I would have had a longer working career if I'd come to it earlier. And I wish really that I'd had better careers advice at an earlier stage. I wish there'd been more encouragement for girls to do more physical, practical trades. Even for boys, that they weren't seen as, a kind of a thick alternative to academic routes.